Ernest Shackleton's 1907 wanted ad for the Nimrod expedition to Antarctica warned of danger but attracted thousands of applicants. He selected 15 men who came within 97 miles of the South Pole, and the ad has become famous for its inspiring language and Shackleton's leadership abilities. The Mangbetu people of the Democratic Republic of the Congo practice Lupambo, a tradition of elongating infants' skulls through head wrapping, which is seen as a symbol of beauty, intelligence, and nobility, and has cultural significance. Portrait Earth Hughes, known as the world's heaviest man, was photographed in 1949 petting a family dog in Fishhook, Illinois, while weighing over 1,000 pounds and seated in a specially built chair, becoming an iconic image of his struggles and the obesity epidemic in the United States. In 1955, Walt Disney took a final walk through Disneyland before it opened to the public for the first time. The moment was captured in a photograph that shows Disney's sense of pride and accomplishment in creating the park, which has become a beloved destination for people worldwide. One of the earliest responding fire trucks to the 9/11 terrorist attack on the World Trade Center was Ladder 3 from the New York City Fire Department. Despite severe damage caused by the collapse of the Twin Towers, all members of the Ladder Company survived, and the truck has come to symbolize the courage and sacrifice of first responders. Members of the Blackfoot tribe posed for a photograph in 1913 at Glacier National Park in Montana, showcasing their traditional clothing and their enduring connection to the land. Photos taken 51 years apart show a couple posing on the same motorbike in the same location, serving as a heartwarming symbol of their enduring love for each other and the passage of time. On July 28, 1945, a B-25 bomber crashed into the Empire State Building in New York City, causing significant damage and killing 14 people, but the building remains standing and has become an iconic landmark of the city. One of the most significant earthquakes in American history occurred in San Francisco in 1906, caused by a rupture in the San Andreas Fault, which has been studied by scientists and geologists to understand the impacts of earthquakes and develop strategies to minimize their impact. In 1959, Elvis Presley was photographed having breakfast with his father Vernon and his grandmother Minnie Mae. The photo captures a private moment of the legendary musician and his family, providing a glimpse into his personal life beyond his iconic public image. Fred Rogers, also known as Mr. Rogers, made history in 1969 by introducing Officer Clemens, the first recurring black character on a children's television show, promoting acceptance and inclusion on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. A 1,000-year-old Buddha statue was discovered to contain the mummified remains of a monk in China in 2015. The perfectly preserved mummy is believed to be that of a Buddhist master named Lu Quan, who may have self-mummified himself in a rare practice called Sokushinbutsu. In 1996, William S. Burroughs, the author known for his unconventional approach to art and literature, was photographed with a jack-o'-lantern that he had carved with a hatchet. A 1906 photograph shows a native Alaskan woman carrying her child in her hood, showcasing a traditional practice and offering a glimpse into the indigenous culture and way of life in Alaska. Actor and comedian Robin Williams visited a homeless shelter in Boston in 1988, where he interacted with residents, signed autographs, and brought joy and laughter to those in need. Brooklyn Supreme, a Belgian draft horse, was the world's largest horse, weighing over 3,200 pounds, and was a popular attraction at fairs and exhibitions during the early to mid-20th century. A green serpentine stone mask, which is over 2,000 years old, was found at the bottom of the Pyramid of the Sun in Teotihuacan, Mexico. In a photograph taken in the 1940s, a young Robert De Niro can be seen with his father, Robert De Niro Sr., who was a painter and sculptor. The image provides a glimpse into the early life of the iconic actor and his family's artistic background. A photograph taken in 1935 shows a worker standing on the incomplete Golden Gate Bridge. The upright burial of a Thracian carriage and 2 horses with their remains was discovered by archaeologists. Dolly Parton and her husband Carl Dean have been together since her arrival in Nashville, and have maintained a private relationship throughout their long-lasting marriage. The breastplate that once belonged to Antoine Frevaux, a 19-year-old soldier who died at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, still exists as a relic of the historic conflict. Grand Duchess Elizabeth Fyodorovna, a member of the Russian royal family, is featured in a colorized photograph from 1887 that highlights her beauty in philanthropic work, including her founding of the Marfo-Mariinsky convent. Cell phones were predicted in 1953, but what Apple smartwatches? 2 eerie skeletons mounted on horses for Halloween in the 1920s. The first significant press coverage of Stephen King. The first McDonald's in Moscow in 1990 marked the start of a new era in the Soviet Union, with a greater openness to Western culture and capitalism. Despite long queues, customers were excited to try American fast food, and the opening became a cultural milestone. It represented a shift towards a more diverse and consumer-focused society, and inspired a wave of entrepreneurship in the country. A rare image from 1910 shows workers posing next to the massive chain used to anchor the Titanic, a legendary ship that sank tragically in 1912. The chain was made up of massive links that weighed over 175 pounds each and was essential in keeping the ship securely anchored. The image offers insight into the construction of the Titanic and its engineering, as well as serving as a reminder of the tragedy that would befall the ship just 2 years later. Bran Castle in Romania, which was a military stronghold and royal residence in 1920, is now a popular tourist attraction due to its Gothic architecture and association with Bram Stoker's Dracula, serving as an important landmark and symbol of the country's culture and heritage. During the Victorian era, a radiator with a built-in warming oven was invented, making mealtimes more enjoyable and comfortable in colder weather, and is still sought after by collectors today. During World War I, the Battle of Semak occurred when an unguarded Ottoman supply train was ambushed by the Allied forces, resulting in a significant loss for the Ottomans and a strategic victory for the Allies in the Middle East. In 1969, Salvador Dali caused a stir in Paris when he was spotted walking his pet anteater on a leash. Known for his eccentric public persona and fascination with exotic animals, the surrealist artist's unusual stroll became a famous moment in his life and career. A postman in Chicago in 1929 is seen smiling as he poses with a load of Christmas parcels, spreading holiday cheer with his delivery. The saying, "Only cool kids ride a Schwinn," referred to the popularity of American bicycle manufacturer Schwinn in the mid-20th century, with many children and young adults aspiring to own one for its style and durability. Today, vintage Schwinn bikes are still sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. Customer service was always important in the service industry, but "the customer is always right" phrase shifted the balance of power towards the customer. Special delivery: 2 girls make a delivery in Lower Manhattan, New York City in 1918. Sir Ian McKellen is pictured on the set of The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring with his stunt and scale doubles. Retired Italian teacher Antonio La Cava drives a mobile library, Bibliomodicaro, to bring books to children in remote Italian villages, promoting literacy and earning worldwide recognition. The Statue of Liberty, made of copper, was constructed in France and transported to New York City in 1885 as a gift from France to the United States, symbolizing freedom and democracy. George Lucas based Yoda's design on his own face and drew inspiration from Albert Einstein, frogs, and bats. Yoda is a beloved and iconic character in the Star Wars franchise. In 1928, 16-year-old Elizabeth Betty Robinson Schwartz became the first woman ever awarded an Olympic gold medal for track and field. In 1931, she was in a plane crash. Mistakenly identified as dead, she was placed in the trunk of a car, and driven to the morgue where it was discovered that she was still alive but in a coma. It took her years to walk normally again, but she returned to track and field and was part of the U.S. relay team at the 1936 Summer Olympics where her team won gold. Bela Lugosi, born October 20, 1882, was a Hungarian-American actor famous for his role as Count Dracula in the 1931 film. He starred in many horror films and died on August 16, 1956. The carved wood skeleton rocking chair made in Russia in the 19th century is a unique and interesting piece of furniture. It offers a comfortable seat while also being a work of art with its intricate carvings. It's a great way to relax and take a load off. The rare photo of a beautiful Moroccan Jewish woman in traditional clothing is a glimpse into the rich cultural heritage of Morocco. It showcases the intricate and vibrant clothing worn by Moroccan Jews and their unique beauty. The photo serves as a reminder of the diverse and rich history of Jewish communities around the world. Toast is a culinary invention that has been enjoyed for centuries. Electric toasters were introduced in 1893 but were not widely available. Early toasters required more attention than modern versions. The colorized 1903 photo of Russian royals at a Winter Palace ball vividly showcases their lavish lifestyle, intricate attire, and ornate surroundings, providing a glimpse into the past that is both beautiful and captivating. This photograph, taken in 1956, is one of the final pictures captured of the legendary comedy duo Laurel and Hardy. Here's a revised version. Although it originates from the past, the 1930 K.J. Henderson motorcycle with its streamlined design appears to be ahead of its time. In 1924, during the first game of a doubleheader with the Senators, Babe Ruth ran into a wall while chasing after a foul ball and became unconscious. In 1953, a member of the Queen's Guard sentry was caught smiling and apparently charmed by a young woman while on duty at the Tower of London. The incident caused a stir and brought attention to the strict and disciplined nature of the Queen's Guard. The photograph taken in 1930 shows a young Native American woman and a child at a train station. The woman's traditional dress and the child's curious expression provide a glimpse into the Native American culture during that time. This antique hearse from Dresden, Germany offers a unique and stylish way to travel. With its intricate details and vintage charm, it's sure to turn heads. While it may be associated with somber occasions, this hearse is a beautiful piece of history and a testament to the craftsmanship of its time. Doris Eaton Travis was the last surviving member of the Ziegfeld Girls, a group of actresses and dancers who performed in the elaborate stage productions of Florence Ziegfeld during the early 20th century. Travis herself had a long and illustrious career in entertainment, performing on stage, screen, and radio for over 8 decades. She passed away in 2010 at the age of 106. The 1938 Dam Action has a futuristic appearance and is more akin to a boat than a car. The photo captures a moment in time at a saloon in Tascosa, Texas, in 1907, where cowboys can be seen casually approaching the bar, giving a glimpse into the Wild West lifestyle of the time. The photograph captures a Hoopa man fishing with a spear in a river in California in 1923, showcasing a traditional fishing method of the indigenous people. Are you ready to be transported back in time? Join us on Vintage Memories for our next video featuring iconic historical photos that will leave you in awe. Don't miss out on this opportunity to witness moments in history captured forever in these stunning images. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to step back into the past with us. Trust us, it's an experience you won't want to miss.